Very good morning to you all. I welcome in my next class of SST. This is for class 7 Geography chapter 1. So we are going to learn today about our environment. Now children, first things when we talk about environment, the first thing that strikes in our mind is our surrounding, right? Where we exist, where we live, right? So you can say that environment deals with both living and non-living things in a simple language, or we can say that environment talks about of many aspects, okay, like human, like of different kind of living organism, or you can say about non-living organism, about the nature, okay, so that's all comes in your environment. Next, you see the definition of environment. Environment mainly we talk about our surroundings. It includes both living and non-living things, okay. Now see, environment is also divided in two parts. One is natural, next is man-made. Fine. Now, natural environment, as you know, that it talks about nature, the things or the whatever resources or whatever things has given us by nature, that is called natural environment, and man-made environment, that is made by us. Okay, we are the one who has created this environment. Okay, so this is man-made. Now, natural environment is divided in two parts again. One is physical and one is biological. Now physical environment is about non-living organism, especially the three things that is very important. Without that life cannot exist. What are they? First is lithosphere, you can say land in the simple language, hydrosphere, water, and atmosphere is air. Okay, so we'll be learning in physical components, in physical environment. These are three components, that's very important components. And what is lithosphere? Let us learn. See, lithosphere, the outermost layer of the earth crust. Lithos meaning rock. As you know that our earth is divided by different sections. It has different layers. The first layer, okay, the first and the hard crust, it is known as lithosphere. And what is that? That is a rock. Okay, we can say that lithos meaning rock, and it is the you can say different kind of layers or different kind of landforms are there which makes lithosphere. Different kind of landforms, you can say mountains, you can say plains, you can say plateaus. Okay, so these all are lithosphere. Next, hydrosphere. Now see, hydrosphere talks about the very important aspect of our human being, living organism. Without this, I think we cannot survive. It is what? Water. Okay, so the total amount of water makes the hydrosphere. Without water, a living organism cannot function. We have to need water to sustain our life. As you know that 1/3 part, okay, it's dividing as this is the picture and I can show you. See here. Suppose this is the 4 part. Okay, so this one part, this 1/4 is of land. Okay, and this 3 is of water. So you can say children that water is very important part in our life. So hydrosphere is mainly about the different kind of living organism that has to live with. Without water we cannot think of anything. So this is hydrosphere. Next comes your atmosphere. Now atmosphere meaning air. Okay, and that is present on environment. As you know, atmosphere also needs that is also sustainable. Without atmosphere we cannot function, our life cannot function. Okay, so atmosphere, it exists in the air, and it also gives a very important part that it not only breathe, it is not only related to a breath, but it also related to different kind of temperature. It cools down the temperature, and it also makes the function of different living organisms. So these are the three components of physical environment. You can say lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. Now see children, next we have is biosphere. Now as you have learned about three components, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere, these three makes your biosphere. We can say that biosphere is the very important part, because without biosphere there will be no life. Okay, a life cannot function without biosphere, and biosphere cannot function without these three components, that is land, water, and air. Okay, so we can say that in a simple language, we can say that biosphere talks about, or it is about interdependent. They are interdependent with each other. How they interdependent will be learning that how this land, okay, this water and this air is related to each other. They are interacting with each other, and that makes a biosphere and also makes a ecosystem. Like without this biosphere, without these three components, biosphere cannot exist. And after biosphere, when it makes out, this makes very important. After making this biosphere, what it comes out? It takes about the ecosystem. So biospheres and ecosystems both are related, because biosphere comes with three components and ecosystem comes in biosphere, that will be learning after this. Now see here children, in page number 94 you have about ecosystem. Okay. See, what is ecosystem? An ecosystem is a system formed by a community of interdependent living organisms. See, I told you interdependent. Interdependent means that they are dependent with each other. Okay, in the absence of one cannot function. Found in place and their interaction with the environment. Ecosystem can vary in size from something in large as an entire rainforest to something small as a rotting tree trunk. See, this is the example is given here. First, you just try to understand that ecosystem is a interdependent with living organism. In the absence of this, any kind of components of what we can say that ecosystem cannot function. Now see, one example is given of a tree trunk. This is a rotten one. Okay, this is a rotten tree trunk. After this, when it is rotted out, when this tree was rotted out, what happened? Just see. A dead tree trunk begins to decompose or decay in a warm and moist physical environment. The decaying tree provides food for mushrooms and other fungi. That means after when it has rotten, when it has destroyed, what it has become? It has become a food for different kind of, what we can say, different kind of, you can say organism, microorganism. That is, it has become food for whom? For mushroom and fungi. Okay. Next you have the fungi provides food for insect. Now this fungi has become food for insect. The insect provide food for frogs and lizard. Are you understanding this chain? See, look at the chain for first is tree. Then it has become the food for mushrooms and fungi. Okay. Next after this, now this too has become the food for whom? Insect. Again now insect has become food for frogs and lizard. And finally what happened? Frogs are eaten by snakes. So can you see the chain? The chain is that if absence of anything, one cannot do means one cannot function. Okay. Now see, now if any one element from this chain is taken out, the whole ecosystem will get affected. Are you understanding? For example, in the absence of moisture, mushrooms and other fungi will not grow on the dead tree trunk. Okay. Thus, no insect, frogs or snakes will make their homes here. The ecosystem will cease to exist. That means one the other has to be related to form what? To form a ecosystem. So that is called ecosystem. See here, this ecosystem example you can see. This is small example I have taken for you all so that you can understand that how these ecosystems are attached with each other. Now see, this is sun. Okay, sun gives what? It gives rays, or it gives one kind of food to plant. Without sun, without water, without air, the plant cannot make this food. That is photosynthesis. I think you have learned that about plants. Okay, the sun gives food to plant. And what does plant do? Plant gives food to herbivorous animals. So you can see that children, that in absence of anything, suppose if sun is absent, if I erase this sun, so can plant get food? No, we cannot get food. And if in absence of plant, does herbivorous animal will get food? No. So what happened? What does it mean that ecosystem talks about, in a simple language you can say that ecosystems says that that everything is interconnected with each other, and in the absence of anything, a life cannot function. Okay. So we have covered today about environment, types of environment, different components of physical. Then we have learned about ecosystem, and we have learned about biosphere or biological environment you can say. So this all we have learned today. Next class we will be learning about human man-made environment and how this human has impact on environment. How this humans that we have changed the different kind of function, or environment has been changed by us. that we'll be learning in our next class. Till then,